You might think your legs are just getting weaker because of age. But what if I told you there are 3 everyday foods quietly speeding up that decline? Foods that sabotage your balance, drain your strength, and even increase your risk of falling. If you're over 60, this matters more than ever. Stick around, because knowing what these foods are and what to eat instead could help you stay stronger, steadier, and more independent for years to come. Now, before we dig in, let's take a deep breath. This isn't about scaring you, it's about giving you back some control. I'm Walter, and welcome back to Nature Heals Seniors, where we sip tea, talk health, and make sense of this aging business together. Today's topic is one that hits close to home: our legs. They carry us to church on Sundays, down the aisles of Walmart, through the garden, and, if we're lucky, onto the dance floor. But too often, we wake up one day and realize they're not what they used to be. That's why we're going to talk about 3 foods that might be quietly draining your leg strength. Foods you probably have in your kitchen right now. Now don't worry, we're not here to shame your grocery list. We're here to give you options. You'll learn what to avoid, why these foods hurt your legs, and some easy, tasty swaps you can make starting today. We'll also talk about what the smart folks at Harvard Health, Mayo Clinic, and Tufts University have to say about it all. And I promise by the end of this video, you'll feel a little more hopeful, a little more empowered, and maybe even inspired to make some simple changes for stronger legs. Let's start with the first food: processed meats. Now, I'm not just talking about those weekend hot dogs or bacon at Sunday brunch. I mean your deli slices, frozen sausage patties, even those little packs of pepperoni that somehow find their way into the fridge. I get it. They're quick, they're tasty, and they remind you of cookouts and simpler times. But the reality is these meats are often loaded with sodium, nitrates, and saturated fats. And that's a triple whammy when it comes to your legs. Here's the plain truth. Too much sodium affects your circulation. Your legs rely on strong, steady blood flow to move and support you. But when sodium levels rise, your body holds onto fluid, which increases blood pressure and makes your heart work harder. That means your muscles, especially in your lower body, get less oxygen-rich blood, which makes them tire faster and recover slower. The Mayo Clinic reports that high-sodium diets in older adults are directly linked to reduced muscle performance and swelling, especially in the legs. And let's not forget about inflammation. Those preservatives like nitrates, they've been shown to promote inflammation throughout the body, including the joints and muscles. And that constant low-level inflammation can make your legs feel stiff, weak, and heavy. Not exactly what you want when you're trying to walk through the farmer's market or stand in line at the post office. So what can you do instead? Next time you're at the store, skip the shrink-wrapped salami and look for low-sodium turkey or chicken breast, preferably something you can slice yourself. Even better, roast a chicken at home and use the leftovers for sandwiches. It takes a little more time, but you'll cut down the salt and boost your strength. For breakfast, try eggs with sautéed spinach or a Greek yogurt bowl with berries. Keeps your energy up without the crash and burn. Now let's move on to food number 2, refined carbohydrates. These are your white breads, regular pastas, sugary cereals, and yes, even those soft dinner rolls we all love. Now, I'm not saying you can never have a biscuit again, But let's talk about what these foods do inside your body. Refined carbs break down into sugar very quickly, which gives you a fast burst of energy, followed by a crash. And that crash doesn't just affect your brain, it affects your muscles too. Muscles, including those in your legs, rely on steady blood sugar levels to work efficiently. When sugar spikes and crashes all the time, it leads to insulin resistance, and that's a problem. According to the National Institutes of Health, insulin resistance is one of the leading causes of muscle loss in older adults. It basically tells your muscles, sorry, no fuel today, and your legs start to feel weak, wobbly, or just plain tired. Not to mention, high sugar diets promote, you guessed it, inflammation. And inflammation doesn't just live in your joints. It can get into your muscles, slow healing, and increase your risk of falls. So what do? When you're shopping, look for whole grains. That means whole wheat bread, steel-cut oats, brown rice, and even barley if you're feeling adventurous. And if you're not sure, check the label. Look for whole as the first word in the ingredients list. For breakfast, instead of a toaster pastry or sugary cereal, try oatmeal with cinnamon and banana. For dinner, swap white rice for quinoa or farro. Your legs and your digestion will thank you. Now hang on, because we're just getting to the good part. Later in this video, I'll reveal the one food most seniors think is healthy, but it's secretly draining your leg strength. I'm not talking about junk food either. It's something that shows up in fridges all across America. Stick around, because this one surprises a lot of folks. All right, on to our third culprit, artificially sweetened diet sodas. Yep, the diet colas, the zero sugar, lemon lime sodas, even some of those fruity seltzers with sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose. I know what you're thinking, but Walter, they don't have calories. And you're right, but that doesn't mean they're harmless. According to a study from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society, older adults who drank diet sodas regularly had more belly fat over time, and more belly fat means more pressure on your knees, ankles, and hips. It's not just about the weight. It's about where the weight lands. And for most of us, it lands right where it hurts the most. Even more importantly, researchers at Tufts University found that artificial sweeteners can disrupt your gut health. And your gut? It's where you absorb nutrients like calcium and protein, both of which are vital for muscle strength and bone health. If your gut bacteria are out of balance, your body has a harder time using those nutrients, and your legs start to pay the price. So what should you drink instead? Water is always a good choice, but I get it. Sometimes you want a little sparkle. Try unsweetened flavored seltzer, or make your own infused water at home. A few slices of cucumber, some lemon, maybe a sprig of mint if you're feeling fancy. It goes a long way. And if you still want something sweet, try herbal iced teas like hibiscus or peach. Just steer clear of the sugar substitutes. Now, let's pause and knock out a couple of myths while we're at it. Myth number 1, losing leg strength is just part of aging. That's only half true. While we naturally lose some muscle mass over time, that doesn't mean you're doomed to weak legs. Harvard Health reports that with the right nutrition and gentle exercise, many seniors can build back strength and reduce fall risk, even into their 70s and 80s. So don't let anyone tell you it's too late. Myth number 2, low-fat everything is better. Not always. In fact, healthy fats like the ones in avocados, olive oil, and nuts are essential for muscle and joint health. Cutting all fat out of your diet can actually leave you feeling weak and more prone to injury. The key is balance, not avoidance. Let's bring in some expert backup. According to the Mayo Clinic, older adults should focus on a balanced diet with whole foods, not processed junk and artificial ingredients. A recent article in Harvard Health emphasized the importance of strength training and protein-rich diets for maintaining strong legs and preventing mobility issues. And Tufts University researchers continue to highlight the role of gut health in muscle function, energy, and even balance. Now, about that healthy food I teased earlier. It's fruit-flavored yogurt. Yep, those cute little cups in the fridge that seem like a good snack. They often contain more added sugar than a candy bar. And all that sugar can spike your blood sugar, cause inflammation, and eventually drain your muscle strength. If you enjoy yogurt, go for plain Greek yogurt and sweeten it yourself with berries or a small drizzle of honey. It tastes better, keeps your blood sugar steady, and supports your gut and your muscles. All right, my friend, let's wrap this up with a few key takeaways. First, processed meats like bacon and deli. Slices are high in sodium and preservatives that hurt your circulation and inflame your muscles. Second, refined carbs like white bread and sugary snacks spike your blood sugar and lead to crashes that wear down your legs. Third, diet sodas, though calorie-free, may mess with your gut and increase belly fat, both of which can make your legs feel heavy and weak. And don't forget about sneaky foods like flavored yogurt, which often come with more sugar than you bargained for. But here's the good news. Every small change you make, swapping bread, skipping soda, choosing real foods, helps you take a step toward stronger legs, better balance, and more independence. Whether it's walking in the park, playing with grandkids, or just getting in and out of your favorite chair with confidence, you've got options. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Are there any you've already started cutting back on? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this chat, I've got another video you'll want to check out next. It's all about gentle exercises that build leg strength without hurting your joints. Give it a watch, and let's keep moving forward together.